And when it does happen, it seems like you'll get another weapon with it. So you just don't use it.
Right. I guess the sword would be fairly rare, but having a much lower statistical chance of actually being off the uncle. But it is possible.
Unk is going to watch the Moth Turo.
Well, with that bomb upgrade, if we get bombs from the uncle, does he give you max bombs or does he give you 10 bombs?
I believe he gives you max, right?
We saw a really quick check there. I think Desert was the blue pendant, but that was the only one I saw.
Yeah, Eastern was definitely a 5/6 crystal, and Tarapera was definitely the other non-green pendant. So.
Oh wow. It's the fire rod. It's red. It's close enough.
Close enough, yeah. Pretty good weapon, all things considered.
You can immediately torch these green guards here because there's 2 green pots to refill your magic, and there's their bombs already, plus 1 from the guards.
Alright, well that's a relief. Don't have to worry about farming those. Really nice.
Yeah, typically it'd be pretty hard with the fire rod to farm for bombs because while there are magic pots, and once you get to the dark area in the back, there's not really. I don't know. You can't. You have very limited shots. You know, it's really hard to kill things in a consistent manner to actually farm for bombs. So the free ones are very, very nice.
Yeah, sometimes you'll get lucky and get a bunch of snakes with one shot, but it's you can't set it up consistently, I would think.
Oh yeah, in one of those dark rooms, there's a bunch of rats that like to congregate in the top right corner. I wouldn't be surprised if you could take out like 4 of them with one shot, considering the lingering hitbox of the fire.
Just a nice rat barbecue there, yeah.
Alright, we have fairly... I like that they're both using a Link sprite, but neither of them are actually Link.
Yeah, that's a darkish Link, I guess you would call it, since it's kind of wearing the green tunic, and was this the cartoon Link?
Oh boy. I can't wait to fire rod some guards. There's a nice 20 drop from that green guard. Probably go and grab that. Vascos will. I don't think HexMage got that drop though.
Oh, yeah, definitely want that money early.
Oh good, they're completely synced up. I mean, I know we're only like 2.5 minutes in, but it's still pretty fun to see,
yeah, that's
frame for frame.
Oh gosh.
Oh wow, HexMage too close to that guard. The fire rod flies right through him. What the heck?
Yeah, that's one of the weird things about the fire rod. If you're too close, it will just overshoot your target. Ooh, we got another weapon! It's a bow!
Man, that's a pretty good weapon. We don't have any arrows to go with it, but that's still pretty nice. And with a fire rod, they'll have no issues clearing Eastern Palace, I think. Like, the only room in Eastern that would give you issues has torches immediately to the left and right of it, so you can just light them with the fire rod and be on your way.
It's one of the more generous dungeons as far as dark rooms go. Even with a bow, as long as you have enough arrows, you can do the dark room where you need to get the key off the Igor pretty easily, as long as you know the setup.
Yeah, and with that being the 5/6 crystal, I can pretty much guarantee you we're going to be seeing that fairly early.
Yeah, there's almost no reason to really put that off. Because we don't know if pod's going to be required. Like, the ideal scenario, if you do pod and Eastern back-to-back, and it saves you a bunch of time that way, because you don't have to walk back there, but no guarantee that's going to be a thing we can do, so might as well get that out of the way early. At least that's my line of thinking in this scenario.
Yeah, we'll have to see some pretty specific items, I think, from town for them to actually have that as an option, I think. But, heck, we might see him go do that before even South Shore.
That's, maybe. I feel like that's a bit too early, because, I mean, I guess there are some scenarios when you go to Eastern Palace, you get some items, and it kind of makes your routing on South Shore better. Like, you can get some extra money, maybe find the Moon Pearl in there, you can pick Clipper. That's pretty fast, though.
Yeah, I could see, maybe if they don't have nearly enough rupees for Zora, they may very well go to Eastern Palace first, just to get that free 100 rupees in the money room there.
Oh man, they both got through this snake room without touching them. Very impressive.
It's pretty tight squeeze, yeah. Alright, getting to the back end. We haven't really seen any extra fire rod shots. They're keeping 2 shots, it looks like, for the red, just in case something goes horribly wrong. Let's see if they can make this without any issue. Ooh, Vascos took a hit from... Oh, the synchronized burnings of rats, great.
It's on opposite sides of the room. Alright, so we did find the map. We'll be finding 3 items back here. Hope they're good ones.
I was wondering if Vascos was going to go back to that arrow drop, but I guess not. Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Oh,
Okay.
well, it was still there anyway.
Nice bit to wait.
Alright, gonna be a nice 6-minute, just about 6-minute on the dot escape for both players here. Which is typically pretty, standard time.
Yeah, I mean, Fire Rod doesn't leave a lot to the actual execution of escape. We find the Power Glove in the Sanctuary. It's interesting.
They could do Houlihan right now.
Yeah.
If they really wanted to. I don't know if... Yeah, it doesn't look like... Yep, you were right. 2 useless pendants in the light world.
Feels bad.
So, looks like 6 of the 7 Barrack World dungeons we will be doing today. Vasco's gonna go straight into the woods here while HexMage is gonna come up and check out the tree pull. This will be the tier 2 tree pull. It's being just hard to be able to check out the crab as well. Oh wow. Not so hot.
Nope, not as hot as the 50 rupees that Vascos just finds in the woods there. Full heart container in the lumberjack cave. So that would not be required.
HexMage, I think he wanted to shoot or bomb that guy, or shoot or fire rod that guy, but ends up dropping a bomb on the pickle.
I mean, it did kill him.
How many peeps in this tournament? We have
A lot.
at least 512, right?
Yeah.
There's a little extra, actually.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many are still in the tournament because we have had people drop out as their records go a certain way. Or just from not being able to complete the tournament. But we definitely had 512 at the start, I guarantee that.
Alright, potion, very nice to find before actually getting to the bottle vendor. Or not the bottle vendor, the sick kid. You don't want to have to remember to go back to sick kid.
No, definitely not. That's something that can be very difficult to actually find time for.
Not too much else in Blind's house, but we did get enough rupees to check out the bottle vendor.
Yeah. Vascos is going to have to buy bombs, though. Unless they find them, of course.
Yeah, we still have a couple chests here to check, but I think purchasing bombs may be in our future. Honestly, if he decides, ooh, there's the Moon Pro. If we found the hammer here, we can just go straight to the Dark World from here.
Oh, man. Well, just more money. I mean, it's not the worst scam I've seen, but still pretty bad.
Yeah, definitely gonna have to buy bombs in this situation. You don't want to lead though. He's gonna check out the last ditch effort here in Sick Kid and behind. Ooh, nice 300 though. Probably feels a little bit better about buying bombs now.
Yeah, definitely. That's quite a lot of money.
Well,
No,
never mind.
sometimes life just works out.
Going for the chicken clip. Just kind of throws the chicken into the wall there. That's fine. You don't want to risk a soft lock in this situation.
No, you definitely don't.
HexMage gonna
it's
go.
fun.
Sorry, HexMage is gonna go buy bombs, and then unfortunately gonna go check the back of the tavern to find bombs.
Oh man.
I guess they did have a bomb upgrade, so it's not like they'll be wasting bombs at all.
No, we will need those at some point anyway. Vascos did end up going back and buying some anyway, just to get that out of the way.
Makes a lot of sense to me. If he's about to go to South Shore after this, and he has to spend one here, he's gonna have to hope for another one somewhere. So, with all the money they have right now, it makes a lot of sense to just go ahead and buy some.
Yeah.
He's gonna check out the race game first. Not gonna gamble on just spending a bomb there.
Yeah,
Ooh, and it's
well.
Quake.
We did have 2 quakes in the hash of the seed. I wonder if that's gonna be Mr.
yeah.
Turtlerock's medallion.
Yeah, we're a long ways off of knowing if this is required or not, but you might as well grab it while you're here.
You don't want to go up there, pull up the Turtle Rock, and then see, oh, it's Quake. Well, wish I would have gotten that.
There we go, there's our first medallion. Of course, we'll need a sword to actually use it, but it's a nice peace of mind to have. I don't think Quake is actually all that useful anyway.
No, not really.
I mean, Ether at least kills Gibdos and things, and Quake just kind of stuns them. I don't know if they ever get unstunned. And of course, Vamos is Ice Pal stuff.
Yeah, I've actually been meaning to look into Quake and what it actually does to enemies, just in case there's like a fringe use for it. But if there is, I haven't seen it.
There's always the Dead Rocks if you want to take the time to cast Quake to get them out of your way. And yeah, looks like Vascos is indeed gonna be fully cleaning Eastern Palace before checking out South Shore. I think I would have done this too.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. We will get all the rupees we need for Zora here, for sure. And we do have to do this anyway.
Nice health before it too. What the heck?
Full hearts, it's really nice. Okay, HexMage is opting to do South Shore first, it looks like.
There's not really much that will make Eastern Palace any faster. I guess the hookshot would, and boots maybe marginally, but yeah, the hookshot's really like the only extra thing that you can get that'll make this slightly faster, and that's just to skip like an extra room.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still think this makes a lot of sense to do this. It'll give you better options for what you want to do after Ice Rod Cave if you end up going all that way.
It's big 20 at the bottom of the lake. We will be getting that because we do need at least 500 for Zora, so no sense leaving it there.
Yeah, when you're that close to the 500, you want to pick up anything you can. HexMage is well, he has a lot of bombs, so we can just bomb the mini Moldorms in here. He doesn't have too many arrows. I mean, 9 is still a good amount, but these guys are really hard to hit with arrows, so we might just opt to use the bombs or the bow. Never mind.
Yeah, if you're shooting up from the bottom of the... It's obviously that easier to hit them because they don't have as much, much room to move, basically. There we go.
Only using 1 extra, that was pretty nice. Gets arrow upgrades for his trouble. And the flute!
Oh, that's... ooh, and the blue cane.
Alright, that's pretty cool. It doesn't really unlock much, just the 1 item in Spectacle Rock right now, but hey, it's unmatched, you know, maneuverability around the world, so can't really complain about that.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know if I would have saved and quit and gone back and used it and then flown down here or not.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense if you do, I guess, 'cause you're going to activate that anyway, but maybe we find something along the way here that just routes better, and like, if we find the boots, we can check long rocks and such, so I think coming and just doing this... Ooh, these crabs.
Well, that was a little scary there. Has 3 hearts and take 2 hits from the crabs, but You do not want to eat that 2 hearts of damage.
No, especially if you have to walk back down to do a big flipper. Gonna skip it for now, though.
Vascos in the dark rooms of Eastern Palace. Heard him grab the small key there, so he's gonna be heading back to the room with the bubbles. Hopefully not gonna get hit here. Oh, just barely was ahead of the guys before taking another hit.
The guys.
The guys, yeah. You don't want to get hit by the guys.
The guys will mess you up.
Yeah, then regardless of your armor, they will definitely do a lot of damage, especially when you're just about to take damage right there. Doing this little skip here. You can activate that button there while the guys are still on it. The guys. The guys. You can, yeah, as long as you're not in invincibility frames, you can activate buttons. So if you're standing on that, you will activate that like the moment you get hit. And into the dark room of Eastern Palace only needs the 1 fire rod shot to the left or to the right, and that'll reveal all. We'll see if he. I don't think he'll go for the rupee room in this situation. No, he's out.
Yeah, we've got plenty of money right now. If he had the lamp, maybe, but with that torch about to go out, you don't want to risk like dying in that room.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh, HexMage, I guess, didn't have a bomb when he came here earlier. He's gonna come. Oh, he's. No, wait, he's getting the 10 rupees here to have enough for Zora. Nice. Saving quitting out. I don't know. I think I would have just walked out and fluted. He did just activate the flute. I don't know, whatever.
That's a perfect amount. I mean, Zora probably gonna have something. If you give him exactly 500, he's gonna feel bad for taking all of your money.
So Eastern Palace has had a whole bunch of nothing so far. I think like a heart piece and some rupees or something. I don't know, but it wasn't anything important. But let's see if Armos kind of helps us out here. Not that it really matters. I mean, this is a crystal. We'll have to do it anyway, but it's still pretty stingy. Nothing.
No, there's absolutely nothing. I guess we got some health. That's nice. But other than that, we got our first crystal. 17 minutes, 20 seconds. Pretty good time.
That's pretty quick. That's pretty quick first crystal.
Yeah. Always feels really nice to get those as quickly as possible. Always feel ahead that way. That guard was moving into snipe. HexMage, he cut in there really quickly though.
That Bogard is like the scariest part of fake flippering here. Oh good, he has a shield, so now I can block the guard.
Oh boy.
I think he's a little too high to do... Too high up on that cliff there to do it this way.
Yeah.
He's gotta be one... He's gotta be on the like the little lower, like one thing lower than he's on right now. I think if he walks south right now, he'll get it. Oh no.
Yeah. What I like to do is you can kind of feel like a little corner there. As long as you're like brushing up against that corner and you jump in, you'll get the fake clipper glitch.
Now walk straight down. No, not right. I'm just gonna opt to get out of here and probably redo the fake flipper after flying to 8 again. May not have practiced the fake flipper off of Hobo that much there.
Yeah.
It is scarier to do because of the soft lock possibility. So if you're not comfortable with it and you don't know the pixels, it's definitely like it's scary. You don't want to accidentally soft lock your game, especially when you haven't saved and quit in forever. Though I guess they saved and quit after they got the flute, didn't they? So
Yeah.
it wouldn't be that big. So, but it's fine. No
Yeah,
use
it's not
wait.
that big of a deal.
Yeah, there's no point in banging your head against it if you're not comfortable with it. Vasco's also making a fool out of me, not having too much issue with the... Okay, hold on.
Oh, as you say that, now he's
There you go.
we'll have to be careful of these crabs if he chooses to do the dice rotate them.
Alright, HexMage. Fake flippering here into the Waterfall of Wishing. Gonna be getting 2 free items in here. Nice 20 rupee, because they're about to spin 500. Alright, Vascos is kind of on the edge here. One of these crabs will take him out if he gets hit by it. Do not get crab, dude. Just use that fire rod, it's fine. Oh, there's a
I'll
heart.
get that heart.
Yeah, let's grab that. I totally just missed what was on the Zora ledge.
So, all right, he's skipping Ice Rod Cave. A bold move.
Well, he just got the flute, so he's probably not worried about it.
Yeah, that's actually very true.
Alright, Zora. Well, he did fake flipper to Zora. Zora is in logic because we used the gloves to get here. Or we could use the gloves to get here. And a blue mail. It's not progression, it's not all that important, but it could be worse.
Yeah, I would definitely be okay with blue mail there. Alright, so based on what we've seen, it seems like our next progression is going to be at Agina's Cave or on Death Mountain.
Yeah, just the one Spectacle Rock Cave on Death Mountain is all that's really in logic up there right now. But HexMage is gonna go clear out Eastern Palace first, and that totally makes sense. You can fully clear this dungeon. You've got the nice damage boost to drop the rock faster. That was totally intentional, I'm sure.
Totally, absolutely. Yeah, there are 6 items over here, so coming here first for HexMage makes a lot of sense. Because you don't want to be fluting up to Death Mountain, especially if you could find like the hook shot or the mirror or something and check more locations up there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh boy.
That was scary. That one Zora dude, he's always a pain in the butt.
That is the one good Zora. It's killed me a few times. It always feels really bad.
Yeah, if you, I guess if anyone's unfamiliar, if you take a hit while doing fake flippers, in the vanilla game, you would kind of soft lock because the game doesn't know where to put you. It's trying to put you where you entered the water, but you don't have the flippers. So it just kind of really messes up. In Randomizer, it's been made a little bit nicer. It just flat out kills you.
It's a sad state when just killing you is nicer than
yeah.
whatever it would normally do.
And it was just 20 on the Zora ledge, so we won't be coming right back here at all. What happens when you fake flipper into the waterfall without the moon pearl? You will continue swimming. It will not reset Link to a standing state. You'll just swim. I think that's how it works. You'll just keep swimming?
Yeah, you'll just you won't actually walk out and be walking, you'll be swimming still, I believe.
Yeah.
Just a really weird thing with how the moon probe works. Just one of the things.
You got a nice 8 bomb drop from the skeleton there. I mean, I guess we were only 2 from max anyway, so whatever. Not that important.
Yeah, we did buy those, so
Alright, Vascos activating his flute. We'll probably, I would imagine, go check out Agina first, just in case the mirror of the hookshot happens to be there, and then head up to Death Mountain.
yeah, I think that would be smart, because either way you go, you're going to get one item location, and there are more things that will improve the number of locations you can check on Death Mountain than there are in the desert, so... Yep, here we go.
Of course, after all this, watch the book be in Spectacle Cave.
Well... when that happens, you can't let that bother you too much, because it's still the right choice in my opinion.
Yeah, at least you can flute out. At least you can flute out of there.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I'm gonna guess our progression's gonna be hammered, just because we already have the glove and the thing. Ooh.
Okay, well that would have been nice. Eastern Palace, I guess.
Yeah, well, I guess you're right, but early silvers and bow. I don't think they're gonna have any issues fighting like anything now.
Most likely not. No. I'm gonna say our progression is gonna be the mitts.
It's
The mitts.
yeah, that could be it too. It could be the lamp to unlock the single item in from the old man. Or I guess it could be the mirror to get up the hair as well. I don't know, whatever, we'll see soon.
Well, the lamp has to be somewhere. It could be up on Spectre Rock, but it's not. the number of places it can be are quite high. Once you get that dark mode access.
Alright, both runners just kind of cleaning up what the other one did already. I think Vascos will be the first one up to Death Mountain. HexMage has checked everything else except Aguna, I think. So that'll probably be the only 2 spots left to go after this.
I don't think they've come to Death Mountain.
Yeah. I'm sorry, that's what I meant instead. Yeah. What's it gonna be? Ooh, HexMage only has 1.5 hearts left. This is a little scary. I think there's 2 hearts in these pots, so he should be fine. Yeah, the opposite. Vascos isn't even checking to see what it is. He knows it's something.
I know it's got something. Just give me it. Don't tease me. Just give me it.
It is the mirror, so something else is in Hera.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna try this bomb jump here. This one's actually pretty difficult to do. You kind of have to clip yourself in the wall, and when you bomb jump across, you actually kind of get pushed out of the wall into the safe zone, I think is how it works. Because typically you wouldn't be able to. You can't bomb jump that distance of pit normally. It's just something weird with this one, I think.
Yeah, I believe you're absolutely right on that one. Because when you walk into the wall, it will try and push you out so you're not actually in it. And it's put you in the spot that conveniently works for that bomb jump. So I don't know. I'm all in on this this Mitz thing. It's gonna be Mitz, and then we go to Meyer area, and we find it. Our next progression, I'm in the checkerboard cave.
Oh, that'd be fun. All right, so HexMage did not check out Aguna's cave. They're gonna be missing those silver arrows for a little bit longer here. Not that it'll matter in Hera, but you know, elsewhere it definitely could.
Yeah, if we don't check that, that could definitely play a big part down the line, depending on how many sword upgrades we get.
Yeah, I think a hammer or hookshot in here would actually be super convenient. We know it's a pendant dungeon. They don't have to clear it, so if they find both items in here, it's very likely they'll just peace out. And with the mirror, it'll be super simple. Vasco's tried to shoot that thing. I think he walked down the stairs just a moment too early.
Just a little bit, yeah. And these are annoying to do without a sword.
Gotta use those precious silver arrows. What the heck? We only have 6 left now. Oh, it is the hookshot.
What that? Well, we can actually get to the other chests up here, even without any other weapons, but Vascos is not having it.
Yeah, we don't have a weapon to kill Moldorm. Moldorm can only be damaged by the swords or the hammer. But it is definitely possible to, you know, check out the rest of the dungeon other than Moldorm.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's still 1 item to go in Hera, so if that happens to be something super important, HexMage might get an advantage if they end up finding that. But I think this is still pretty... I think with the mirror, I probably would have stayed and finished Hera.
Yeah, it's very easy to get out. You know, and checking the chests in the middle of the room doesn't really take that long either.
Yeah, especially when you found the key, or you found the big key rather than the small key, so you don't have to go downstairs and do that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it might just be a nice time save. We'll see how it works out. HexMage really wants a ferry off these cardinal... Ooh, my gosh. Big map chat. Green Pendant in Thieves Town, of course.
Of course.
I didn't catch the other 5-6, though.
Yeah, I did not see that either. Alright, well, we do know we'll be doing Mr. Meyer and Turtle Rock, so whenever those 2 required, not required items for go mode, tends to go up.
Ah, people are saying Ice Pendant was the other 5-6 crystal.
Of course it was. That's another one I don't really feel good about when it's a 5-6 because you don't want to do that until your go mode, but it being a 5-6 might tempt you into doing that.
Yeah, that's a good point. HexMage, what are you gonna do? HexMage is also just peacing out.
Alright.
So Hera has something else. We don't know what it is. If they happen to be like a item blocked here soon. I mean, Hera's right there. It's not really that elusive. I mean, they'll be back there really soon. In fact, I don't think Paradox Cave had anything in it. So unless Spiral Cave has something, we might be going back into Hera here in a second.
Oh boy. 50-50 at this point, so could go either way.
Oh my gosh, this guy's a jerk. Yeah, he was past the mold arm, but really wanted revenge on him. Alright, Spiral Cave. Are we going back to Hera?
No, we're not. That could be bad, actually. That could actually be...
We are going to Dark World, in fact, I think.
Yeah.
Vasco's gonna make a quick run over to the Hype Cave. We'll see how hyped it actually is. This will put HexMage a lot further away from the Silver Arrows, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, it's possible once we find the Tinesmiths and they're in the mire area, they'll check that anyway. But we'll see. It's definitely something that could elude them.
Oh, yeah, I think it is pretty easy to route in once you actually get to that area. You just have to remember to check checkerboard and hop down maybe, or maybe after Bombos Tablet as well.
Yeah, or checking desert, I guess. All right.
Hey, that's not bad, I think.
Yeah, I give that a 6 out of 10.
You know, funny enough, that does unlock the King's Tomb as well. If Vascos wants to run all the way up there, he can definitely check it.
Oh yeah, it certainly does.
Yeah, because you could hammer the peg up by the river, and then hookshot across the river, and then mirror into the thing there. Oh wow.
Yeah, I think checking South Shore makes a bit more sense in this scenario though, because we can clear this up, then we can go to the Village Rock Cast area, and then after we're done with that, we can go up to the graveyard area and do that as well as the graveyard ledge. Find slippers, we can go to Catfish. I like that.
I don't know. The only issue I see with this is that they don't have the myths to keep going this way. They're gonna have to turn around, or maybe they'll just run up and check, or just use the portal north of town, which would probably give them less incentive to go check King's Tomb.
Yeah. I mean, we can just always mirror up here after the dig game and then head in that way.
Yeah. But meh. I don't know. Just found the boots, got the mirror. I don't know. I don't know which way I'd go, honestly.
This is such a finicky spot for portals. I feel like flowers and walls and everything that gets in the way. It's ugh.
Yeah, I'd like the major loop, going up to the pyramid and then Catfish, and then just headed west there to check the boot locations you just got. But it doesn't matter what I think. That's not what's going on right now. Vasco's in the digging game here.
Yeah, I might guess something else we could do if we head that way is just clear a pod if you're comfortable with the dark rooms.
Yo, shoutouts to HexMage who is doing it.
Okay.
Nope, you can't do this hammer thing. You don't have a sword.
Yeah, if you don't have a sword, you'll just spawn drop those. Alright, well, I'm glad we have somebody in this race supporting each of our sensibilities. Vascos doing my fur play. HexMage doing yours.
Well, he's going to pod instead, so that's fine too, I guess.
That's fine. I mean, it's a lot of items. It's required. You know, Link kind of looks silly when they're dashing without a sword, don't you think? Like from the side?
Yes, absolutely.
He's got like the most stiff upper body.
Holding his hand out, he really wants to go shake someone's hand.
Oh boy. Well, HexMage didn't check this while they were... Oh, okay.
I guess he was too tempted to go somewhere after Easter and forgot to come over here. I mean, that's fine though, he had the mirror.
Yeah.
Oh, Vascos was about to do it too!
Yeah, that's one of the weird things about finding the flute that early and having the early Eastern play available, is because when you flute to 5, which is the closest point to Eastern, it actually doesn't put you in a great spot to check Sarasha at the same time. It's kind of weird. Alright, we're coming up here to Skull Woods now.
Yeah, while we do have the fire rod, we don't have a sword to actually get to Mothula, so we can go as far as the item underneath the bridge in the back, but we can't actually get to the boss yet.
Yeah. And as we remember, Uncle was trying that moth tutorial. Didn't look like it went well for them because they died in the sewer, but maybe these two can show him a thing or two.
HexMage was so close to getting hit by one of those guys. That was crazy. We did find one item in Skull Woods. It is a green rupee.
Oh boy.
So one thing the silver arrows can do is actually take out these Gibdos in one hit. You can also stun them with the boomerang we found. The hookshot will not stun them, but the boomerang will. So those could be two options with dealing with those guys right here when you don't have a sword to actually like bounce them away or anything.
Alright, so we did not find a key in the first chest. I barely missed what was in there.
Yeah, we gotta take the long way around, looks like. I mean, you have the bow, so whatever. You're gonna end up doing all this anyway.
Yeah. We even have the boots, so we don't have to use those precious bombs we bought.
Oh yeah, looked like it was the map in the first chest. Alright, Vasco, so you're just gonna do this. You're just not gonna take out these Gibdos. He's just gonna do this the correct way. You move yourself just the right way. These guys will not mess with you at all. And that's pretty neat. I like that. You can just get them stuck on walls. Oh, guess the damage boost through that. That kind of stinks. Probably gonna take an intentional death here, I think, or just get caught. That's fine too.
Somehow was not getting caught until he moved up. Is not going to the back. That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I guess it takes time for one chest, but...
Yeah, there's still one item in Skull Woods, I believe.
Oh gosh. Who picks this heartbeat speed?
Full heartbeat speed, this is great. Oh, learn out these murder dactyls. Try not to get hit. Anything breathes on him, you'll be dead right now.
Yeah, Dark Wood enemies do a lot of damage. Especially the murder-dactyls.
Alright, gonna be checking out with our boots unlocked here in the Bonk Rocks. I hope it's the sand cart so we can stop the beeps.
No.
Dang.
I'm gonna have to deal with it for a little while yet.
Bunch of keys in pod right now. I haven't gotten into the meat of the dungeon quite yet.
Yeah. But like Helmasaur King, you gotta get through all the hard bits before you get to the Tinder to see good stuff.
Oh, that's a nice comparison. I like that.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thankfully there's hearts in this cave.
There are. Will Vascos pick them up though? Yes. Okay.
Oh, my hero, dude. I really wanted that bomb.
Alright, well we do have King's Doom, and this is kind of, if there is something here, especially if it's the myths, this is kind of an obtuse location for it. Just because we have to come here and do the mirror, which is not always what you want to be doing.
Yeah, it's a little awkward, but...
Yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it is a little...
I like you can do that strat without a sword. It kind of looks like he's shoving it with his shoulder. Yo!
Well, okay. Alright. Alright, here we go.
I didn't want to say anything, but I think my route would have worked out.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have.
Alright. So our Titan's Myths. Looks like he's gonna go straight to the Village of Outcasts, I guess? Probably won't go into Thievestown quite yet, though they do have the mirror, so the first 4 chests of Thievestown is tempting in that pendant dungeon. Might go do the blacksmith stuff.
I don't know. I feel like Pennant Thieves Town's an inevitability. I feel really bad skipping Pendant dungeons on the side of the Dark World. It seems like, at least for me, this is just me personally speaking, of course, it feels like it hurts me more than it helps me a lot of the time, but we'll see. See what Vascos...
I have a question.
Sure.
What is HexMage doing? He's leaving Pod. I think he left Pod.
Is HexMage not comfortable with dark rooms, perhaps?
Oh, we don't have a lamp. Yeah, of course. That's totally possible. I'm sorry. Huh.
Yeah, we found flippers in the meantime.
Maybe without a sword, it just sounds really scary to do.
Yeah, and it is, to be fair. The maze, you know, if you have a map, it's pretty easy. If you have a sword, it's very easy, but the turtle room, for example, can be really hard. And there's our tin bomb.
We did find... Oh no, HexMage, keep going. Oh no. Nope. He's not going to keep going to go all the way to King's Tomb from here. Vascos did find the flippers. So that's super neat. That actually gives us access to Ice Palace now, doesn't it?
It does, actually.
We can fully clear Ice Palace, right?
But, yeah, but do you want to?
Without a sword?
Yeah, just... I don't know about that. I mean, it's in the cards, but, I assume he'll go into Pendant Thieves Town before he heads to Ice Palace with this equipment.
That puts the Pyramid Fairy in logic right now. That's great.
Oh no, it does, doesn't it? Oh gosh.
Probably go check out the Mire area and Desert first, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. That did open up as well. We can't actually get in there no matter what the medallion is because we don't have a sword, but it's good information to have for sure.
Yeah, we can definitely clear all of Desert while we're there. Well, I guess Desert is the other pendant, isn't it?
Yeah. Just a lot of options that none of them are particularly better than the other. I guess what Vascos could do is go to Pod if they're comfortable with the dark rooms with the equipment they have, because that's going to be required anyway. We'll see what they opt to do, though.
The thing about the dark room and Pod, I guess one of them is a little annoying. Well, we have the fire rod, so the worst room, people would say, would be like the turtle room.
Yeah.
But that has torches in it. You can totally light those.
That is true. That is very true.
A whole bunch of nothing so far from the Titansmiths and the Blacksmith chain here. But here we go, into the Misery Mire area, and likely a mirror into Desert Palace as well.
Alright, what we got at Mire today? Quake, of course.
It is Quake.
Alright, well that's half of it. I did say earlier we had double Quake in the hash. Waiting for that Turtle Rock medallion to be Quake too. Prophecy foretold.
Well,
Bugnet and Ether. Bugnet, one of my favorite items. Ether, I know, also something I'm very fond of.
Oh no, HexMage got the bomb jump, but then a Mulrum knocked him into the hole, so he's got to do this again. Oh geez, well, not with a half a heart, you're not.
You might just stop to walk out, come back in, and just die. So you can get his health back and do it that way. I just can just use blue potion.
Okay.
Alright. We do have a flute, we can get those whenever we want, just a question of money.
Vasco's interested in Dark Death Mountain now. I guess with the hookshot, you can check all the items over here, and in the medallion for Turtle Rock, I guess, to see... I don't know, we have two of them already, so it's... Oh my gosh. Whoa! He almost jumped down there. Barely gets out of there with his life. The dead rocks just causing those boulders to rain down on him.
Well, they do call it Death Mountain for a reason.
Ah, the beeps are back, dude.
The beeps are back. He's doing it on purpose, I swear. Alright, here we go. Super Bunny Cave. One of your personal favorites, I know.
I love this cave.
Yeah.
Bunnies are super, and they have an entire cave dedicated to them. Oh no, but it misses the little hookshot trick there. You gotta take the stairway of shame.
Yeah, that one can be a little tricky, even if you know what you're doing. As long as you're to the left of it, and then you hold as you're going through, I believe.
You know, Vascos, there's a heart under that pot, by the way.
Ugh. And there's a heart.
Oh, we did it.
There's that one. Smaller one.
Alright, HexMage will be grabbing their Titan Smith soon, so that's pretty cool. We end up deciding to go to Desert first, actually. We haven't seen that yet. It's Quake. Alright, double Quake today for our medallions.
Yeah, this was foretold many years ago. It's all there in the manual.
Green potion, no. Nothing, dude. There's nothing on. Oh, he's got all of his health back.
Yeah,
Now
that was,
we're a long way away from beeps now. Oh wait, he's going to.
Spike
Alright.
Cave, looks like, yeah.
Yeah, Spike Cave time.
Well, I mean, this is in logic, so makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it does.
Not going to be fishing for a fairy, it looks like. We do have a potion, I guess. We even got that green potion, so we don't really need it, do we?
Oh no. He's doing it on purpose, dude. He's going all the way down to 2 hearts so we can get the beeps back.
You know, this, magic is a more precious resource than health. We'll get that back when we save them, but the magic, we won't. So, I'm not going to punish Vascos for that, because I do the same thing.
I guess that was the better play. Alright, Hex is gonna be grabbing their flippers. Never mind, that's not where the flippers were. They were here, right? Oh, they were in the,
They were in the
bomb
bowl.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay, never mind. Okay, now they're gonna be getting their flippers. We'll see who the first person is to decide to go into Ice Palace, but I think Vascos is more interested in Swamp right now.
Yeah?
I can't. Oh, H also tries the hammer dash. Doesn't work without a sword. So if we end up not finding a sword here, we're gonna get some great mini strats on Argus. Also, there was the rare footage of the fighter shield actually being useful. That's the one point in the game I like having the fighter shield is entering Swamp Palace. That guy almost always throws a spear at you, and you can just walk right through it.
Yeah. Spirit shields get kind of a bad rap, in my opinion. We don't notice how useful they are sometimes. I know they're not super exciting, but HexMage. Go ahead.
Do the thing. I was gonna say the same thing, but you do it.
It coming in here to Thieves Town, doing the thing, checking the chests.
We haven't seen any of these things yet. Maybe for good reason.
When these first 4 chests are just dungeon items, it feels really bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a pen at Thieves Town. I was super interested in going to check the first 4 of Thieves Town because I had the mirror and I was gonna be out there. Ends up that all the dungeon items were in the first 4, and so far that has been the case.
Right,
what is the last one?
A repeat. It is.
The first 4 of Thieves Town having nothing. All the dungeon items right here.
Oh gosh.
HexMage, not content enough with that, is gonna check out the whole thing.
Maybe this is a good thing. Maybe this is gonna find the key item that wins in the race. Maybe.
Yeah, we're still on the lookout for Samaria. Ice Rod we will need. The lamp, while not hard required, we can still use. And I guess we still need swords.
Just need those 2 swords.
There are 4 items in Thieves Town to shamelessly correct someone in chat. Thieves Town has 4 items. Oh, I'm sorry. It's the green pendant. Never mind. We were both right.
Yeah.
Nothing in swamps so far. Just dungeon items. I'm sensing a theme here. Oh, HexMage is on only a heart and a half here. I believe these little green grasshopper dudes will do 1 full heart with blue mail. So
Yeah,
it
I think
isn't
you're
death.
correct.
It isn't death, but you still don't want to take it.
There's the ice rod!
Alright.
That's important, and that's one of those items that can be almost anywhere. If Vascos later has access to Turtle Rock, and all they're missing is the ice rod, I would not be surprised at all to see them go and looking for that in Turtle Rock. That's really interesting.
Yeah. That is super nice right now. What? Vasco's trapping himself in. Oh wait, you can walk over that. Never mind. What the heck am I talking about?
Come on, man.
Never
It's
mind.
not
He
quite
knows
that
what he's
wide.
doing. I haven't played this game in a week. He knows what he's doing. I'm 2 hearts. Oh my gosh. I swear he's doing this on purpose.
Well, you know, maybe this is how Vascos gets focused. This is his. I don't know if he's doing this. I don't know.
Well, I just saw from HexMage that the stun prize is a heart, so if Vascos wanted to, he could stun some of the
Could he?
some of the dudes and then hit him with a pot, so he can get the stun prize from that if he wants to.
Can you actually stun anything in here besides the skeletons, though?
No, but that's what I meant. There's a couple of them. Hey, a sword!
Alright, that's convenient. We do need those. At least one more.
Hey, another sword! Left side of swamp paying off.
Alright. Good and bad, I would say, for Vascos. Good that we found them, because we do need them. Bad because that did open up the option of going to Mire and Turtle Rock. And it's entirely possible that at this point, Vascos just completes dungeons. Like, he can complete all of them but Turtle Rock, and I guess we need to Camp Samari at some point, but we can go in them. So, that's a little worried.
Yeah. Whoever said there was a sword in swamp, you are double right. Maybe triple right. We're not there yet.
We are not quite done with this dungeon yet.
We still have 4 locations left to check here. Alright, HexMage on the blind with just the hammer. Does have the Cane of Berna as a backup if he needs it. Might want to swap to that, yeah.
Yeah.
We're pretty low. Ooh, activates a little early. Hope he has enough magic to... Oh, we'll be fine.
Yeah. Burn is mostly just in the activation. The actual console.
Oh!
That's bad. That is so bad for Vascos.
Ooh, he might not find the ice rod for a while with that.
Yeah. That's the perfect storm of items, just to lead him astray. It feels... yeah. Not great. But... I guess aside from the ice rod, that's all Vascos needs.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it? We don't need anything else. That's interesting. Yeah, I would not be surprised to see a huge dungeon rush after this, just clearing everything left and right, except Turtle Rock, that is.
Could go there. Could get all the way before Trinex. Could even go to Trinex, but just can't kill him. Alright, well, it's a good thing Vascos found those 2 swords, because menu fight Argus is not a fun fight.
He does have the silver arrows. I guess he could just one-shot this last phase, but I don't know, whatever, it's fine. I was really hoping for a 3rd sword.
He got 2. Can't complain.
Where was the ice rod? Someone is asking. Ice rod was in the attic of Green Pendant Thieves Town.
HexMage is using this cute little strat here with the pegs, where you don't hammer them all, turn in the guy, and come back and you hammer a few of them, and then you can just go in, even though they're not all down.
Yeah, it only counts the number of pegs you hammer down, not which pegs you hammer down. So it's still fine as long as you know, do it all. Vascos. We've seen this, right? Oh yeah, the tin bomb was over here. Yeah, people are mentioning in chat that we could have the lamp on the pedestal. We probably won't see what is on the pedestal until the credits. I would very highly imagine.
Yeah, I don't think that's in the cards. We haven't found the book or anything, and unless that's in Skullwoods, it's very likely we won't. Alright, can we appear to catfish now?
He might be just really hoping to find the ice rod so he can just go mode everything instead of, you know, fully clearing, you know, things.
Yeah, if we find a tempered sword along the way, that's great too. But the ice rod is most likely what Vascos is really hoping to see, and they're not going to see it, unfortunately.
The allure of go mode Mire and Ice Palace is pretty nice, but I don't think Vascos is going to get to do it.
Yeah. In all likelihood, they're going to be going in there and full clearing those dungeons just because they don't know where the ice rod is. And that's going to be good for HexMage, because if they go to Swamp Palace next, they will be in go mode.
Oh wow, yeah.
Oh boy.
Funny enough, I don't know HexMage's ability to do Master Sword Silver List, because they might not find their silver arrows. Well, unless they go do it right after this, but I could also see them just taking their mirror portal back to Swamp Palace from here as well.
Yeah. I'm gonna give HexMage benefit of the doubt and say they probably can do Silverless. Maybe even Silverless Master Sword, just because their record so far has been pretty good. Oh, they're flitting away.
Oh, that's interesting.
Where to?
They don't know either.
Okay. They came up here to Death Mountain. I do not believe they've done the Dark Death Mountain, so they don't actually know the medallions. So getting the information on that while checking these locations makes a lot of sense, because it's going to tell them what their go mode is.
Yeah, that's true. I could see that. I don't think we've actually... Have we seen... I don't think either player has done the old man yet, have they? Because we only just got our swords, and I think they both skipped it.
Yeah, I don't think we have.
So, while... we did say HexMage might treat themselves in go mode after clearing Swamp Palace. After what happened in Pod, they may not be comfortable with dark rooms, but after the swords may change their mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's possible they just didn't want to do the dark maze without the sword or the lamp, and that's, you know, reasonable. Red mail. Thanks, Gramps, for the sweater. It does make a big difference having that sword in that dark maze. Though I guess we could end up skipping that. Oh, there's the lamp, of course. It's in Mire.
Wow. Okay, alright. Well,
Oh man.
then HexMage will probably find that. So, if they're trying to put off Pod and end up, doing Mire first, I think they'll be just fine.
So speaking of the, oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, because we don't have a big key yet, so I think HexMage will definitely check that chest. Oh, good thing Vascos powdered that fairy because he was dead.
That red shield actually made a difference too because they got hit by the tile, and the red shield blocked a fireball.
Oh wow!
So
I
they
did say
would've done
powder
without
the
that.
fairy. I meant blue potion. Of course, not powder the fairy because they don't
Oh.
have powder, nor is there a fairy in that room.
You're not powdering the fairy, are you? So it's
No.
a pretty big mistake to make. It's
Blue
fine.
potion is just like liquefied fairy, I think.
Yeah. Liquefied fairy mixed with green Gatorade, I guess. Right, HexMage finding out they do in fact have the medallion for Dorok.
People saying Vascos, people mentioning that Vascos being in the lead here, I would not agree because of this ice rod that is in Thieves Town, Pendant Thieves Town, which Vascos made it quite clear they were not interested in going to check out.
Mm-hmm. So even though Vascos is making a lot of dungeon clears right now, HexMage, if they go to Swamp first, they can do these dungeons a lot faster because they're not looking for items. Once they go to Swamp, they'll find everything they need, assuming they don't skip the left side. And I can't imagine they would.
There's our safety blue potion. HexMage may be grabbing that for a potential dark room in Misery Mire. Nope, looks like we're going to Ice Palace, actually.
Hmm.
That kind of stinks. I'm surprised Ice Palace before any of the other dungeons you can fully clear, like Swamp Palace.
Yeah, that would be... Of course, we know Swamp Palace is loaded. And Ice Palace could be go moded at that point, but I guess this is still also 5 items, because it is the other 5/6 crystal.
Sure. Yeah, I could definitely see the allure of that. And I guess with a blue potion and red mail, hammer and fire rod are enough to fight Cold Stare.
Yeah.
I'm curious about this instead of Swamp. I think it's just between those two, because they likely don't want to do the Dark Room and Mire.
Yeah, they can't actually get into Mire right now.
Oh, yeah, without that sword. Yeah, you're right. And I guess they can't clear Swamp Palace either, so there really was only these 2 dungeons, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Unfortunately, HexMage picking the wrong one to start with. Well, I mean, it's not wrong or anything, but, from what we know, they would be much happier going to Swamp at this point, that's what I'm saying.
Vasco showing off the power of those silver arrows that HexMage has not yet picked up in Agina's cave. And may very well not pick those up, honestly. If they decide they're in go mode, and they're over in that area, they might just not get those at all.
Yeah.
Alright, there is Crystal 3 for Vascos. Mire having the lamp, but not much else. Which I guess is understandable, considering there's only 2 items in there.
Yeah, there's only maybe 2 items that Vascos would be happy seeing, and neither of them are actually there.
He got about half of the good items. Half of the items were good.
Yeah.
You can just mirror it to Desert Palace right here, so it's actually pretty convenient. HexMage lines up the swordless bomb jump there. I know some people like to gauge where they are for that bomb jump with like the line of their sword, but I mean, without a sword, you got to use something else.
Yeah. I know some people who use Link Sprite use that to line up with the wall or something. But sometimes if you just want to use a bunch of different sprites, sword's all you got.
Yeah, I know shadow. The shadow underneath the sprite is another popular option, but some sprites cover up that shadow, which can be a little scary.
Beatrice is one of those that I know for sure.
I think Vascos didn't find any items there. I don't know. There's only 2 in desert, and it's a pennant, so we're not going to see the rest of them. They may have found just one. I don't think they found any. Oh, is Vascos going to Thieves Town? No. It's probably going to Skullwoods.
Skullwoods, I would say. Maybe they go back to Thieves Town, but that would be...
I don't know. It'd be a... You're not going to convince me he's going to Thieves Town after this, I think. I think after this is going to be a mirror and go to Ice Palace.
Either that or Pod. He has not been to Pod yet, so...
Yeah, with what he knows, there's no reason to not just go rush Crystal Dungeons right now.
Find the book.
HexMage finds the book in Ice Palace. Is a little angry with it. No, he's setting up for the bomb jump. There we go.
Still angry, setting up the bomb jump. Can't stand to be in this room anymore.
I'm so angry at books, dude.
Oh
gosh. I just want to rip it in half, but I can't because it's a book.
Don't even have a sword to cut it in half.
He doesn't have a sword. Oh, Vascos gets hit by the bunny beam and turns into Link, I guess. Nice.
Very appropriate.
You don't need this key, Vascos. You have a key. Oh, he realizes it. There you go. Oh, that was a little close. Oh, man.
Alright, Uncle, watch. This is how you do the moth fight.
Got one spin in.
Mushroom's a nice boss, by the way.
You're a little safe here, trying to charge those spin attacks, but if you clink against the spikes there, it takes away your spin, so it's a little difficult. It would only be 4 spins if they were getting off properly, but it's fine. That's the second. Yes. Skullwoods had 21 rupees in it. And speaking of boss fights, HexMage is on a cold stare here with no sword, has just the fire rod and the hammer. It does have a blue potion, so if he ends up getting really low on health here, he'll be able to blue potion up and then have... Oh, he's a green potion too. Perfect. So cold stare takes gold sword class damage from the fire rod shot, so it actually does a whole bunch of damage to them. You'd think the same thing would happen with Mothula, but Mothula only takes like Master Sword damage from the fire rod. It's really weird.
Well, I mean, Cold Stare's made out of ice, so...
But Mothula's made out of bug, so...
Yeah, I mean, but this isn't Pokemon.
What? I joined the wrong commentary then.
Yeah, sorry. Alright, well, HexMage finishing up Ice Palace. We hope, for their sake, there's nothing really good in the Pyramid Fairy. We did get the book and the mushroom, but we can't actually use the book for anything right now that we didn't have access to anyway.
Yeah, by the time that they can actually use that book, they're not going to need it, so that's pretty nice. Vascos into Palace of Darkness. We didn't get to see a whole bunch in here because HexMage decided to kind of peace out of here. Oh, HexMage is gonna get the silvers!
Alright, well that worked out nicely. We were worried that they wouldn't come in here, but just casually strolling in.
Yeah, so that was really the only thing Vascos had over HexMage in terms of items, I feel. So that is gone. HexMage just really needs to get to Swamp Palace right now. Vascos has a big head start on dungeon clearing right now, I think.
Yeah, they have been clearing these left and right. It is unfortunate that HexMage went to Ice Palace first. It did make sense, but just unfortunate they won't be able to go Mud Ice Palace. That's one thing that they would have had time-wise over Vascos, but looks like Vascos might end up being the one who might be able to take that advantage if they go back to Thieves Town, but also very unlikely.
He really doesn't want to do Swamp Palace, man. He can't get into Myers, so at least that won't be a detour. Unless the sword is in Desert, that would kind of stink right now, I think.
Yeah, it would. Does get information on the medallion, so he knows he has the medallion for both of the medallion dungeons. So that's good. When he finds the items in Swamp Palace, he'll know he is in go mode. Gonna dip in the desert.
Yeah, I still don't think we saw either item in here, unless one was in the first chest on the right side.
I think we saw at least one.
Okay. We'll find out soon, yeah, because the compass was here, I remember. And then the map was one of the two chests on the right side. Oh, and I guess the big key had to have been the other one. So, yeah, I think the big chest and land moles have both items here in Desert. We're getting a hammer yump here. Oh, no, we're not.
Hmm?
Are
we?
He's not gonna have enough time. That floor is gonna fall.
The bomb's gotta explode before that works.
I'm pretty sure this isn't enough time.
No.
Oh no! That's okay. The southern room here is resets it all, so we'll see. Hammer Yump Part 2, here we go. Okay, that was a much faster placement. Nice.
Ah.
Nice! That was double nice. Gets the jump, and gets a shiny carrot sword out of it.
Yeah. The weird thing is, I'm not sure what key count HexMage left this dungeon in, but if they are in go mode when they come here, they might not get that tempered sword.
Oh yeah, good point.
Did get the silver, so that's, you know, avoiding the worst case scenario.
HexMage, not interested in getting the other item out of Desert from Land Moles, is piecing out of here. This looks like Swamp Palace, finally.
Could be a Pyramid Fairy. I would like to see them go to Swamp before that, but we'll see.
It actually wouldn't be too bad going from Swamp to Pyramid Fairy, but the other way is not the best.
Yeah, I mean, you can mirror and flip back down here, but it does not feel as good.
Oh, that's true. You could... No...
Right.
Yeah. No. Whatever.
It's gonna be the Pyramid Fairy check.
Dang, dude. Really wants to come with Swamp, but that just isn't gonna happen. I mean, I could see him, even in this situation, I could see him skipping the left side and then coming back in after he realizes there's two items over there.
No way. No way.
And getting both swords.
There's no way.
There's still one sword out there. I hope... Man. I hope he doesn't find it, because if he does find it, he might really just skip the left side of Swamp Palace.
I really hope he doesn't do that.
If you have Fighter Sword and you have everything else you need, you're gonna gamble on Ganon's Tower having a sword, right?
Yeah, but...
Oh, really wants that fairy, but fairy's like, no.
That would be awful for HexMage, because they're not going to find a sword in Ganon's Tower. Okay, good. It's fine.
Please go to Swamp Palace. I know you want to go mode it. I like doing it too, but man, in this situation...
Yeah, I think that's where they're gonna be heading now. Who pays guards to throw bombs off the roof, really?
What kind of guarding system is that anyway? Like, that sounds really destructive to your own castle.
Like, is Hyrule dystopian? Is this like a third world country? I don't know. You're gonna do more damage to the castle than you are to people trying to break it, I guess. Okay, we have this Helmester King fight here. Gonna be pretty easy with the silver arrows and the tempered sword, no matter which way you go.
Oh, good timing on that, that breaking of the helmet there. Once you break the helmet, it actually despawns any of the fireballs that are out, so if you know he's about to attack, you can just kind of wait for him to spit and then hit it your last hammer hit, and it actually despawns the fireballs. And suddenly they're not in the way. Oh, gets a B for his trouble.
Alright, well we do have this Swamp Palace play. I believe this is probably one of the last things HexMage can do at this point.
Yes, as long as HexMage fully clears Swamp, he will be in go mode if he's comfortable doing dark rooms. If he's not comfortable doing dark rooms, the lamp is in Mire, so he will find it. But going to Mire prepared to do a dark room, and then, I mean, you have to go to Mire, you know, knowing that, like, what am I trying to say here? You have to go there not expecting to find the lamp. You have to go there prepared to do the dark room, and if he's not prepared to do the dark room, he might go check other places to look for the lamp.
Yeah.
Which are getting pretty thin right now, honestly.
Right. Vascos gonna get his Christmas sweater a little bit late. It's May.
Yeah, I guess it is, isn't it?
It's
it's hard to tell here when it, you know, snows a foot and then a week later there's not a drop of snow on the ground.
Yeah, up there where it's just cold all the time. Here it's a little bit more unpredictable. We get snow, we get the storms, we get the hot.
You get the fire rod and the ice rod.
Yes, exactly. So there's just a guy up there in like the clouds just flipping a coin and then zapping us. It's actually really scary. Please don't help.
I'm glad I don't live in Hyrule. Alright, Vasco's going to Ice Palace. Gonna be full clearing it, looking for this ice rod. I mean, makes sense. You'd think the ice rod would be an Ice Palace. That's just common sense. But, no, it's not here.
There's common sense is fire being good against bug.
Yeah? I mean, surely everyone thought that. I mean, it's not just me.
Yeah, probably not.
HexMage. Who's going left, it looks like. Very, very nice. They will be super happy to do this and might kind of just sigh, why didn't I do this sooner? Your hatred of Swamp Palace is going to bite you in the butt.
Yeah, just a little bit. They did waste a lot. Well, I used the term waste loosely here, because it wasn't really a waste of time, but they did put it off for a while. And that might have really cheapened the advantage they're going to get from being in gun mode here. It really depends on what Vascos does, because they're almost done with the required dungeons that they can complete.
Yeah, they have this and Pod, and then they have to decide, do I go into Turtle Rock and hope the Ice Rod's there, or do I go do Pendant Dungeons? Because they didn't find either item in Desert. There's still 5 items from Thieves Town, with it being the green pendant, and then there's still the 1 item in Hera.
Oh gosh. Yeah, they did complete Pod, but Turtle Rock
Oh, they did complete pod.
It's not extremely uncommon to find Ice Rod and Turtle Rock. I'll say that. So going up there would make total sense at this point. Manual beeping.
Oh my gosh. they can beep even when their heart's not low, dude. It never fails.
Now I know Vascos is Darkling.
Alright, HexMage gets their fighter sword, is really angry at that chest. Well, we'll see how angry he is at this chest.
I got some bad and good news for you, HexMage. There's another one. There we go.
Funny enough that that book, Vascos might go check some tablets here. Well, eventually, you know.
Like maybe I don't know. Because when they find this cane somewhere here, they know they're in go mode. Because I checked all the tablets.
Oh, I mean, Vascos just recently is gonna be getting the book, so it might be more fresh in his mind.
Vascos, yes. Okay, I could definitely see Vascos checking tablets. As much as they hated Thieves Town, that might be the last thing they do.
I don't know. I feel like I'd go into Thieves Town before I went into Desert or back into Hair or something, so it probably won't be too long. We might see a lot of Overworld. But, I don't know. Thieves Town is a pretty nice condensed area of items. So it may be one of the first things they do, honestly. We'll see.
Maybe. When you go in there, though, you have to be prepared to be able to full clear it, just because you're looking for one item, and if it's not in the first 4 chests, you have to complete that, or else you're just leaving, and that feels bad. Alright, well, HexMage at 1 hour, 22 minutes exactly is in go.
Yeah,
assuming they don't get lamp.
Yeah, if they decide they don't need lamp, it's looking pretty good. However, they have a lot of crystals to make up for that Vascos has already done. Vascos is ahead in the crystal count, but also does not know where the Ice Rod is in Pendant Thieves Town, so we'll see how this all kind of comes together here. Both having their advantage over the other.
Yeah. It's just a matter of when does Vascos go to Thieves Town. If they go there immediately after Ice Palace, then they are, of course, in a very sizable lead. If they don't go there until it's the last thing they can possibly check, it's much closer. Just have this Tempered Sword for the spy, that's pretty nice.
Turns out that Cold Stare is a lot easier when you have a sword.
Depends on the sword, I would say. If you have Fighter Sword, it's still just a sword.
That's true.
Going for these silver strats on... Or I guess this does kill him on hit, it's just a matter of hitting it. There we go.
There we go. First shot, very nice. Alright, Vasco's probably gonna go... Never mind, he's going to the mushroom. I was gonna say he really wants to go to Pyramid Fairy, perhaps, but now the Ice Rod hunt begins. Vasco's is gonna... Yeah, he's gonna check everywhere for this thing. It can be anywhere except on or past Trinex, and that's a whole bunch of places.
Yep, that's just GT and Trinex at this point.
Oh, HexMage's gonna be checking out the Bombos tablet. Makes sense. Got a sword just now, and this is pretty close. Oh, no way, he's going right there. No, he's not.
He's gonna check the pedestal. Okay.
He's gonna check the pedestal.
Well, this, you know, that's a good thing. You know, if it is there, you want to know that it's there.
I guess. I don't know.
Because that's like the worst case scenario, right? Is you you're looking for the Ice Rod, you check all these different dungeons, and then you don't complete them, and then you come here and see that it was on the pedestal. And
no, I think the worst case scenario is that it's in it's in Turtle Rock. Not this. If the Ice Rod was here, I'd be like, heck yeah, I know exactly where this thing is.
Yeah, I guess so. But at the same time, Turtle Rock doesn't feel that bad for it. It does happen, you know, uncommonly.
How the heck? What did he bonk off of right there?
Was that a landmine?
No, he he bonked off something, but he still hit the bush. I don't know. Whatever. This game's really weird.
I know if you hit the bushes at just the right angle, you do bonk off them.
Yeah, it's just funny because of the solid tree on the other side. Oh, he never checked this. There you go.
Yeah.
Just full heart.
Getting the worst case scenarios out of his mind.
Someone bringing up that if it's on the pedestal, he can go mode the pendant dungeons. While true, go mode Thieves Town is like nothing more. It's very little more. He's going there, isn't he?
He's looking like it. It's possible he didn't check Bumper Cave either, and he wants to check that, but I think he's gonna do it.
Oh no, he definitely checked Bumper Cave. I remember those beeps.
Oh right, that's right. How could I forget?
Yeah, this is definitely the highest concentration of items, so it makes a lot of sense.
Alright, so if he does go all the way, which we can assume at this point he is going to be in an amazing spot.
When you get all dungeon items in the first 4, you're going to keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to put Vascos at a very, very major lead, I think. Advantage, I guess. Because, as we know, it's never over till it's over.
Mm-hmm.
But he's going to have his Ice Rod here. He's not going to have to finish the dungeon. And HexMage still needs to finish Pod and Misery Mire after this. Which Mire alone's a big time sink. HexMage got the Ice Rod TT. Why didn't he finish the dungeon? He did finish the dungeon. HexMage has Thieves Town completed. I remember the Hammer Burna blind strats.
Brendan, always a pleasure to use them blind. Yeah, well, that's just very thorough of Vascos to come here instead of gambling on Turtle Rock.
That pot throw was not optimal. There we go.
No.
There's a lot of small movements with your fingers just to like spin around and throw that. So I can definitely see the pot getting thrown the wrong way once or twice.
Yeah,
HexMage is going into pod. If they decide to go mode this, they might miss out on that sword.
Yeah, it's going to depend on what their key count is. If they have the small key, then they already have the big key. So just going to Helmasaur King makes a lot of sense in that scenario.
Vascos gets their Ice Rod and 128, 30, 35-ish. I don't know. Seconds are dumb. Vascos is in go mode. We are flying up to Turtle Rock right now.
Yeah, that's the thing about these one item in a really obtuse location leads is they can very easily swing. Because the only thing that really impeded was Turtle Rock completion, which we are going to do now. That's why you can never really call it at any point. But yeah, Vascos is looking in a really, really good spot at this point. It does have red mail, it's got tempered swords, it's got silvers, it's got pretty much everything you would possibly want except magic powder.
Yeah, I feel like it was definitely the reluctance to go into Swamp Palace, I think, that was kind of the downfall, I believe, I guess.
Yeah. If HexMage had gone in there a lot earlier, this would look a lot differently.
See someone in chat suggesting if I was in Vasco's shoes, I probably wouldn't think I was losing. He didn't do too much extra stuff. He didn't finish any pendant dungeons. The only one he really dipped into, I guess he dipped into Hera and dipped into Desert Palace, but both of those were like 50-second trips, both of them were.
I could definitely see a scenario where Vasquez feels behind just because if his opponent did dip Thieves Town and then found that ice rod early, because he did not, well, I guess it was impossible to go moat Swamp, but it's possible that his opponent might have gone mooted Ice Palace, and that could be something that might make him feel behind because he did full clear that.
That's true. Ice Palace, yeah, didn't have anything else in it. Where was Lamp? Lamp was in the big hub room of Misery Mire. Is up on the little great cage or whatever. They have to press a switch to make appear. HexMage will find it because it is typically on the way to the big key.
One less dark room to worry about for them.
I love the Burna dash there. It just looks funny. Oh, not enough magic to activate it again. So it was gonna take those big hits from the rollers. I say big hits. I think they're just one heart with red mail. I don't remember. It's one of the few traps that actually are affected by your armor. Most traps will always do one full heart regardless of your armor, but I think those rollers and the eye lasers that are on the walls, those actually are affected by armor.
Oh yeah, if you have green mail, they do 4 hearts of damage, but if you don't, if you have like red mail, they don't do nearly as much. Unfortunately, that Chain Chomp ate that block rather quickly.
Oh no. Now he's eating Link, dude. Oh, watch out. Vasco's really trying to get down to low heart so we get the beeps back, but... Oh, okay, good. Almost made it. Alright, HexMage going down to Misery Mire to do their 6th crystal. They will find the lamp here, presumably, I would imagine. Might be a little wary of the dark room in Mire, I'm not sure. It did seem that HexMage did not find that Tempered Sword in the Palace of Darkness big chest.
I'm not too surprised. Apparently they just got limited, so you don't really want to be going back to the Dark Maze for that. It does take a little bit of time, and there's no guarantee you're going to find it. And there's, again, from his perspective, a high chance there's going to be a sword against tower. So.
Vasco sparing us the beeps.
Thank you.
Using that potion.
Thank you.
Yeah, when you don't have Patter at this point, it can be a little scary, I guess. These Dark World dungeons are pretty brutal if you just decide to tank a little too many hits.
Yeah, even with red mail, there's like even in GT, there are a lot of traps that will do a full heart of damage, and you're going to be wanting to do going fast in that dungeon more than any other dungeons because if your opponent hasn't finished yet, you want to get there as quickly as possible, which does make you a bit more prone to taking damage, just to speed things up. So it can be.
Just standard dungeon clears, I guess.
Yep. Just slowly making our way through Turtle Rock and Mystery Mine. Where is this last sword going to be, do you think? Any guesses?
Laser Bridge, because Vascos isn't going to go check it.
No.
Because you got to get in that chest right there.
And we'll probably never know the answer, but...
Oh no, he did hit the switch! Oh no!
Oh boy.
Take on another loop.
Take 2. There we go.
Hey, we did it. HexMages did not get their lamp? Oh, they're about to get their lamp. Okay, good. Good.
They'll probably be very happy about that. Even if you know it, the Mire Darkroom isn't fun. It's not what I would qualify as fun.
Wow, it didn't even get rage slashes like the swords. That's fine. No time for rage slashes. You gotta go. Doesn't have much mana. Mana? What the heck?
Mana.
Doesn't have much magic left on the fire rod. Oh wait, they already did that room. Never mind. I thought they were about to light the torches with the fire rod. You don't have enough magic to do that, but they've already done that.
Of course, there is that full heart down there in this room right before this one, so that's nice. Both heads down.
Oh no, misses the second spin hit there on Trinex, so it's a face full of turtle, which I guess he's not really much of a turtle anymore.
Face full of
Once the
Turtle
shell's
Rock.
gone. Yeah. Of course, Turtle Rock, named after the turtles that are in Palace of Darkness.
Yes, of course. It's not because it's a turtle rock.
Yeah.
It's for those guys.
Turtle Rock is actually a type of music.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to it all the time. We didn't do the thing! Oh, shoot!
Oh, right. Big Key Ganon Tower, 22 locations. You guess which one it is. You donate 250 bits or subscribe to any Speed Game channel. You get a leaderboard. Nikon, what's your guess?
Everyone was so ready, dude.
I'm sorry, we're very passionate about music here.
Oh my gosh. What was the question? Oh, I don't know. Vanilla, behind Ice Armos or something. I don't know. We gotta stop it now.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Torch because that's always my guess.
Well, you are wrong.
There's a key, alright.
Oh my gosh. Dude, that isn't fair. Whenever Turtle Rock is the last dungeon, you get like no time. I guess it'd be worse if it was Hera.
Oh, well, there we go. That was, what was that? That was number 3?
That was number 3.
Key number 3.
Oh, baby, the triple.
Just 3. Congratulations. Vascos appreciates your optimism.
Speaking of 3, was every chest? Yeah, he's 3 keys, so I guess, yeah, the torch was a key, the chest was also a key, and he got the key in the pot. What the? There's so many keys. HexMage is, yeah, flying off the Turtle Rock, that's what he's doing.
Probably won't find another sword unless he checks the chest climbing the tower.
Yeah, I think with Master Sword, you would check out the remaining chests in that room, but maybe not anymore. And the chest, I guess, going upstairs as well.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely if you're Master Sword, I think you check that room fully. Or if you're looking for silvers, maybe even check the chests as the climb. It's just because, you know, Master Sword, again, takes a while.
Using those silver arrows, very nice. That's 50 arrows, or at least had 50 arrows. Might as well use them all. Oh, that lag arrow from downtown hits that skeleton. What the heck? I've never seen that skeleton room go that good. Sorry, chat, for dropping the ball of the game. We didn't even get to do the whole like speech about it or anything like that. But I'm glad everyone was ready anyway. So we still got like probably 4 full pages of guesses or something like that.
Yeah, and if you didn't get your guess in, don't worry. There's going to be plenty of races this week for you to guess on.
Yeah, this is only the first race of round 5. So, I mean, there's still a bunch.
As far as first race Let me try that again. As far as first races of the weeks respectively goes, this has been one of the nicer ones, I would say.
Oh, yeah?
Seen. Yeah. I've seen some bad ones.
Some bad first races.
Yeah.
Oh, this last Lamola is being a pain in the butt, dude. You just can't get that fire rod. Fire rod?
Oh my gosh.
The silver arrow rod. He can't get the silver arrow rod shot off. Because this stupid Medusa head fire shooter guy is probably the worst placed enemy in the game.
Yeah. I would agree with that. I mean, it doesn't help that landmills are also kind of annoying on their own. But that doesn't help. So I'm not sure what the potion count in Vascos is.
He took a lot of damage in that room.
Yeah, he did. So it's a little scary right now if he doesn't have any more safeties. Let's see.
Well, I saw an empty bottle. I think he did use the blue potion to save us from the beeps at some point, so I don't think he has that.
I think you're correct. Well, he's just going to take the fall damage anyway. Very confident, Vascos. Maybe he does have another safety.
Yeah. I guess he might. He doesn't have the powder, nor does he have the mushroom to fake powder the anti-fairy coming up here.
Oh, no.
Oh! That's a bad hit to take. We are down to 2 hearts left.
Commence the beeping.
Oh, it was on purpose. Got it.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, not gonna check these chests in hopes for a potion to bail him out.
This is scary.
Oh, saved.
Alright, 3 hearts should be good. This conveyor room past Moldorm 2 can be scary.
Swing and a slash, it's all it's gonna take. There we go. Yeah. Speaking of hearts, oh, HexMage getting eaten by these chain chomps, down to half a heart going down to Turtle Rock.
Vascos is not even checking the final chest for maybe a potion or sank heart.
I think in this situation, I would probably check it just for like an emergency blue potion.
Yeah, please save me. Just please. And then... Yeah, I guess you get disappointed by the big 20.
Do Aghanim's attacks still do a full heart with red mail? This could be a little dicey if so. Oh, yes, they do.
They sure do.
Uh-oh, that seemed like a pretty okay pattern, too, with the start there, and just taking a hit. Did not agree. Ooh. Oh, thank you, Fire Shield.
So HexMage took a death, but they did have a fairy.
Oh yeah, that fairy that they caught outside of the thing, the pyramid.
That's the thing, I'm telling you, the shields, they save you sometimes, and you just don't thank them.
Vascos didn't even try to get that last one. Very aware of the situation here.
Ooh.
No, thank goodness, dude. That was scary.
That's not actually the game. That's my heart right now.
The beep?
Yeah. And then it just stops. So that's not a good sign. Alright, I imagine Vascos is going to be coming down here to get this safety fairy before they go into the cannon fight. I would imagine. No!
We are going in. We got 2 hearts. I have no idea if he has anything in his potion slot.
Wow.
Oh no! Well, at least it was early.
At least it was early, yeah. Does unfortunately take the death, but there is a fairy in the tree down here that we can get to restore health, but we're not gonna get it.
Yeah. If we're gonna fight Ganon with 2 hearts, we're gonna fight Ganon with what, 8 hearts? Yeah.
Yeah. Vascos does not know the meaning of fear, it seems.
Interesting enough, this means that the players are gonna have different patterns on their Ganon fights because of the change in the RNG for this sort of stuff. Oh my gosh, he got out of there without taking damage. What a beast.
Oh.
Oh well. That's fine. The dangerous part's over. Even a hug from Ganon wouldn't kill you right now.
Well, they did show some good snake dodging skills earlier, so it's only natural to expect they would dodge bats just as well.
Oh yeah, they both they both snuck through those snakes. Did you dodge that one too? This is pretty great. Oh, okay. Wow. A little scary. That was really close, but still manages to get that shot in. That was also really close. You were like frames away from Ganon shooting the fire bat right there.
Oh. Alright, one more to go. Oh,
get out of the way, dude.
Excuse me, I'm trying to kill you here.
There we go.
Alright. Looking like Vascos gonna take this one unless they walk off the edge here. Nope.
Stranger things have happened.
Alright, so Vascos does take the win here. Official SRTV time, 1 hour, 46 minutes, and 8 seconds.
Congrats to him on the victory. Meanwhile, HexMage is a little bit dicey here on Trinex, trying to use the hammer strats. Only has 3 hearts left. Does get the firehead down, but doesn't have a whole lot of magic. I'm not sure if they have a potion or not.
Ooh, this is a bad spot.
They have to hammer this. If they don't have a potion, okay, that's going to be it then. They have a bee. Oh, they do have a blue. Never mind, we're fine here.
They have 2 kinds of bees.
Oh, do they? Great.
Yeah. A bee and a bee for blue. Potion.
Oh, yeah, okay.
See what I did
Sorry.
there? Okay.
Thank you for clarifying, because I thought they actually had 2 bees.
It's alright. Alright, well anyway, Vascos is in the setup room. We'll go ahead and bring him in here. Get your thoughts on seed. Hey Vascos, GG. Congrats on the win.
GG, thank you.
How are you feeling?
I'm glad my Thiefstone gamble worked out.
It almost didn't. Almost.
Yeah, those first 4 chests were mean.
Yeah, all dungeon items. That was pretty great.
Yeah.
Your opponent did dip in there, I guess as soon as they were able to. So they had the Ice Rod from the very start, but they just put off Swamp Palace for so long.
Oh yeah, I can understand. Probably do the same. In another race. So, but there, like, people want to go mode Swamp Palace a lot. That's why.
Oh yeah, but I think at the point in the game when you had access to it, you just had so many other things you needed to find. There's the likely you're going to be able to go mode it is actually pretty low.
Yeah.
Unknown hat. That was a armor upgrade from King Zora today. And HexMage is heading into Ganon's tower right now. Probably, I don't know, might not find their sword upgrade that they might want, but the big key is actually fairly early.
Yeah, that was a very quick big key right there in chest number 3 for you.
Yep.
Yeah, so
did you so I was going to ask, did you feel like particularly behind at any point in there? Because you didn't go too long between finding progression items, I feel.
I think I felt behind after I didn't find anything in both Pod and Ice. Like, I only found fetch quest items in Ice Palace, which wasn't that great.
Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah, those are really hard to just not check everything in because it feels like there's always something in one of those dungeons.
Yeah.
Especially Pod with how early you could complete it. I mean, the lamp wasn't for a while, but we had the bow and the hammer quite early.
Yeah, then again, most items were in dark rooms. 4 out of 6. Or no, 4 out of 5. Sorry.
Yeah, there was a lot of keys in the front of pod. It was crazy. Alright, HexMage grabs their big key. Not even gonna check the rest of the chest there, so they must be comfortable with doing Master Sword.
Oh, did they not find the sword upgrade in pod?
No, they went into pod actually very early. And I think because they didn't have a sword, they weren't comfortable doing the dark rooms. So by the time they actually got back to pod, they were just rushing through it in go mode and didn't bother checking the big chest.
Oh yeah, I can... Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Early on, in Tower of Hera, were you sweating that you'd have to go back in after finding that hookshot, leaving, and then not finding anything else until the spiral cave?
I just didn't feel like anything else would be there. I don't know why. Like, I didn't have a proper weapon to kill the hardheads. That's why I left early.
Oh yeah, that's true. I can see that. And you have like 6 items just slightly over here.
Yeah.
So you might as well go over there. Yeah, chat bringing up something.
Yeah.
You went a lot of this in low hearts with full heartbeat speed on. It was quite the experience.
What kind of monster are you? Alright, I want to know the mind of somebody who picks normal heartbeat speed.
Someone that gets messed up by half-beat speed.
Oh,
Because, like, I don't notice half-beat speed. That's why.
I see.
That's fine. I can understand that. It's very strange if you're absolutely used to the other one. The other speed. Downtown shot gets a nice.
So, early routing, I believe were you the one who went to Eastern Palace before Sasha or Vascos?
No, I went Sashula first.
Okay, yeah. Alright. Oh, that was one little difference that you guys did early. HexMage went right there instead of South Shore first. I guess because maybe they wanted to get enough money for Zora. It's a little hard to remember now. But yeah, you guys actually did have some pretty different routes at certain points. It was very interesting to see.
Yeah, they converged at Hera, of course, because they kind of had to. But I think once you both actually got Dark World access, it was different for the rest of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just used to starting in South Dark World nowadays.
Yeah, that's actually my preferred strat. Just going south to Dark World, especially when you have the mirror. It's always nice to be able to route in the graveyard area without feeling like you're missing out.
Yeah, and like, if I either have mirror or mids, I will go South Dark World either way.
So you're moving up to 4-1. How are you feeling about that?
Glad. Now I only have to win one more to advance. It's less pressure, I guess.
Less pressure or more pressure?
Both at the same time, I guess.
All pressure.
Well, you did play it very well, so I wouldn't be surprised to see your name there on the brackets come next week. Well, I guess we have Swiss first, but I mean, you qualifying the brackets next week. That's what I'm trying to say.
Depends on my matchup.
You know, HexMage working on Muldorm 2 now. So, about that ice rod, you went back to Thieves' Town before going to Turtle Rock. Is that usually what you will do in that situation? Just try and check things before making the dip into Turtle Rock, assuming the ice rod's going to be there, or do you sometimes maybe go into Turtle Rock thinking the ice rod will be here?
I think I was going for chest density. Like, I would have only checked Thieves Town, not the other two pendant dungeons. Like, maybe Ether Tablet, but that's it. Probably. It's more of a... Let's go half safe and half not safe.
I see. Sometimes splitting the middle can work out very well. It certainly did here. We were a little bit worried about you since we knew where that ice rod was, and you know, not going to Thieves Town while you're there definitely seemed like you wouldn't not do that for a while, but ended up working out nicely. HexMage is at 1 heart, and Aga 2 has got to be careful here.
No. Yeah, your Aga 2 is pretty scary, honestly.
No, I was going safe, that's why it took so long.
Yeah. I did like the attempt at Ganon with 2 hearts. Like, yeah, whatever, let's just go. Oh, that was pretty close.
This is scary. When they all get desynced now, this is really...
Oh my gosh, both players having a nail-biter of an Aghanim 2 fight.
Alright, do you think HexMage is going to have down here with 1 heart, or do you think he's going to get the safety fairy?
I think if you got the safety fairy before, we'll probably end again now.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't get the safety fairy, just Death Warp on Ganon. Just go for the instant hack.
Come here, big guy.
Yeah.
Oh, they... Oh,
I've
never seen that before.
That's so fancy, dude! Oh, he's going to the fairy! This is brilliant! Yeah, throw that bottle in there. What do we got?
That's
gonna be a B. It's gonna be a B.
I need a Tournament Fairy, I guess.
Oh.
And it's not worth it, no.
Oh no. Don't get hit. There you go.
Alright.
We are well equipped to finish off Ganon. Oh wait, they have a Master Sword. Oh, I hope this goes well. I don't know.
Yeah,
We stay on this.
at least they got the silver arrows. We were a bit worried about that, but did get those.
Oh yeah, you had Vascos. You had checked the Aghanis Cave before going up the Death Mountain, which made a lot of sense in case like the mirror or the hookshot was there. Your opponent didn't do that and missed out on silver arrows for quite a long time. I don't think it really made too much of a difference. We were just worried that they weren't going to find them.
Yeah, I think they actually got those before they actually completed any bosses at that point, so...
Yeah, just Agina has items way too often. That's why I would rather skip Ice Cave than Agina.
Don't skip Ice Cave. It's my boy.
I did skip it.
But yeah, it definitely makes a lot of sense, especially if you're getting a funnel, like a bottleneck in your item locations. Just doing the ones in the order where if it has something, ooh, fortunately, HexMage taking a death in Ganon.
Dude.
But yeah, doing them in the order where the best case scenario works out, your routing's better. I think it makes a lot of sense, so definitely approve of going to Aghanis Cave as well. Well, HexMage, come in here for another try. Do have plenty of money, 2 bottles. Can opt to get potions if they so choose. It's going to play it very safe here. Wait for these fire bats to condense before going for the second spin.
Yeah, Master Sword this is a pretty scary fight if you're not like crazy practiced in it. Even taking just 2 hearts of damage with red mail it's still so hard to get in and do a spin attack in this fire bat phase, without taking a hit yourself. Like, what, you can maybe get one spin in, one or two spins in comfortably, but I mean, the longer it takes, the more chances you got of getting hit, and it just, it's so scary, dude.
Yeah. If he comes to the top right, it's the most ideal location because you can actually get a lot of spins in without getting hit. You won't actually have a chance of getting hit until the fire bats start flying around. But that's just not happening in this fight. Cannon's learned the trick. It's never going to work again.
I've got to be getting closer, right? I haven't been counting myself.
Ooh,
oh no.
Scary. Okay.
Alright, we are out of the dangerous phase here, but with only
Still.
one hit left. Yeah, with only one hit left, you can't play like too reckless.
Yeah, it's still kind of scary with Master Sword just because we do have to get a little bit close to Ganon to hit him with the spins, and sometimes you just walk into him and that kills you.
Uh-oh, fire got out. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Alright.
Okay. Not able to get the torch glitch was really probably a little too worried about taking a hit, which is fine. You have the lamp, you have enough magic to do this. You get silvers, you don't really need all your magic. They're gonna have to light it a little more often if they are... With how spaced out the torches are, it looks like they might have to light them, you know, a little too far apart from each other to get 2 hits in per lighting, it looks like, yeah.
And that might work out in HexMage's favor a little bit. They can maybe choose when they want to get these hits, when Ganon's in a more opportune spot. We're up to 3 now.
Alright. It's going to eat at their magic a little bit, so they really need to close this out soon. Especially if they're using the fire up.
There we go. That's looking good. Don't miss.
Oh,
HexMage
thank
is
you.
like, I never miss. Alright, so that's Ganon down for HexMage. And they do finish with an official SRTV time, 2 hours, 2 minutes, 45 seconds, and we're joined by him immediately. Hello, HexMage, GG.
GG. God, I couldn't find anything in that seed.
You were so reluctant to go into Swamp Palace.
Yeah, I know, that killed me.
Yeah, if like the overworld had anything else, it would have been fine. There was just nothing anywhere.
No, there was the only thing that I found what I thought might have been useful was the ice rod in Thieves Town. I thought my opponent might have not gotten that one. But all the other stuff, nothing, never, nowhere.
Yeah, you would have been right too, because Vascos did not get that ice rod for quite a while.
Yeah. But I couldn't find swords anywhere.
There was we'll talk about this now since it's relevant. There was one in the pod Dark Maze. Now, when you first went into pod, you did duck out early before completing that. Why was that?
Well, I can do the Dark Maze backwards, but I can't do the bomb jump without a sword because my setup requires a sword.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a little annoying that it turned out that way.
I realized that halfway through the dungeon that I couldn't do the dark parts of the dungeon without a sword because 1, I wouldn't know where I am, and 2, I can't do the bomb jump without finding a sword.
It's unfortunate because there was a sword in the big chest in pod, and Vascos did end up getting that as they were clearing out looking for the ice rod. So they did have the temper going to that Ganon fight, which was a big help to them.
Yeah, I can understand. Oh well. I'll just have to win the next 2.
There you go.
That's the good attitude. It's going on 3-2,
Good
but
spirit.
as long as you win the next 2, it doesn't actually matter.
Yeah. No, I actually have a week off. That doesn't happen a lot.
Yeah, you guys got this scheduled pretty quickly after that came out. Now you got a whole week of, you know, watching other people or not having to worry about your match.
Yeah, and I believe it's the next round. It's actually going to go on for a little bit longer than normal, so
Yeah, next round's 2 weeks.
just can relax for a bit, maybe get some practice in, just chill and watch races, whatever suits your fancy. But yeah, if you guys have any final comments or anything you want to say?
Well, it was the only time that the left side of Swamp was actually useful.
Very useful.
Oh yeah, both chests.
Yeah, double useful is
Yeah.
crazy.
So you give us slashes in the first one, like, well, HexMage, next chest.
Yeah.
Sure enough, you doubled up again.
Oh,
Yeah, you played well. Guys, teaching your uncle how to do that moth fight, for sure. Then you can get past the sewer. What a scrub. Well, anyway, if you guys liked what you saw, definitely give both these guys a follow, Vascos and HexMage. They put on a great race for us, and they'll be playing in the future tournament matches here in the next Swiss weeks, of course. So make sure you don't miss them. And thank you again to our tracker, Jigheart, for keeping all of our items and dungeons updated. It's very, very important. If you liked what you saw, definitely give Speed Gaming all over the channels 1 through 6, and ALTTPR Randomizer 1 through 4, 6, whatever it is. Still won't know somehow. Follow, since we'll be broadcasting all the tournament races there, and you don't want to miss any of them, do you? Do you, Mikan, my co-commentator? Thank you for co-commentating with me. You don't want to miss them, do you?
I don't want to miss any of them, and because I don't want to miss any of them, I would go tune into Speed Gaming right now and watch one.
Yeah, exactly.
There's also one that just started on Speed Gaming 4, or at least that's on what the schedule says. In about 50 minutes, there is going to be one on this channel, and on both this channel and Speed Gaming 5. Actually, there's like, okay, yeah, there's a bunch of matches that are popping up today. What the heck? Go check the schedule, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, definitely do that. Yeah. But thank you both. I wish you guys best of luck in your next matches. So, yeah. I guess that does it for us for now. And just want to thank everybody for coming out and watching. And we'll catch you next time.
Take care.